Hello. Today I'm gonna explain how to reach further with your arrows in barebow. It's more for people having lower poundages and who wish to shoot outdoors at 30 or 50 meters. It can be a problem to reach these distances. So the first thing you can do is to do gap shooting, but I personally don't like gap shooting because I like to aim where the arrow has to go, and also it's you soon end up aiming above the bale, and that's difficult to find a consistent aiming point. I remember a woman shooting at the competition at 50 meters. She was aiming at the trees, but it was a windy day, so it was just a mess. It didn't work. So the second thing you can do, instead of anchoring here at your mouth, the corner of your mouth, you can go down, try a lower anchoring point. This part of my hand is going to my jawbone, and I've got a very low anchor. By doing this, you increase the flight length of your arrows a lot. And the only problem I had with this was that it took me about one to 2 months to get used to it and to get it consistent. But now I only shoot that way because it's very consistent. Now, another way to reach further is to shorten your arrows. So you aim with the point of your arrow, and now if you shorten your arrow, you can see, still aiming with the point, the arrow is moving upwards. That means you will shoot further. So by cutting your arrows, you will shoot further. But also, cutting your arrow will get stiffer. This means that you will have to get arrows with a higher spine, because when you cut an arrow, the arrow gets stiffer. So cutting the arrow, let's say an 800 spine arrow, you cut it, you can get down to 700, 650, I don't know, but the spine will go down. And also you will be able to use lighter point weights. So the arrow is shorter, lighter point weights. Choose some arrows, new arrows, with a GPI which is very low. You can see that on charts. I shoot Victory 3D HV. DK Bow Factory makes also very light arrows, and this will give you some arrows which are far lighter than what you are shooting actually. Lighter arrows, higher velocity. Higher velocity means that instead of flying like this, the arrow has a more straight flight. So it doesn't drop as fast as the arrow you are using. So you will also gain in how far the arrow can reach. You have to experiment, but it's possible to reach long distances with bows that are not so heavy. Be careful when doing this by cutting the arrows. Cut a small, let's say 1 centimeter at a time, because otherwise you're gonna mess with your arrows, and arrows are expensive. One advantage of barebow is that the length of the arrow doesn't have a big importance, because we don't shoot through a clicker. Now, it's nice to have a clicker, but we don't have a clicker, so we can choose almost any length of arrow. So this makes the things easier for tuning the arrows. One last point is that if you use a drop away rest, like the Sniper, the Gabriel B drop, and all the others, is that you lose probably about 5 meters because the arrow doesn't bounce on the arrow rest. The arrow comes straight out of the bow. If now you still have got problems in reaching it, it's just missing a little bit, and you are string walking, but your fingers are against the nock, then instead of using a drop away rest, take a traditional one like the Spigarelli, for instance. You will reach further, and also when you are shooting with a very little or no string walking, the arrow comes straight out of the bow. So the bounce effect is very small. So this is the last thing you can do to shoot further. I'm not a professional, I'm just an amateur shooter. I haven't been shooting for very long, but I've tried different things, and this works for me. So try it, and probably you get good results. See you.